available still. No, I didn't. That's actually sad, but I like the fact that you brought that up. Good work, kid. You said every instead of ever, which is a little embarrassing, but keep on trucking. Sterling Dragon 123 asks, how much banana would the winter happen in or only Tuesdays? Lasercat for the win asks, what college and what classes? UMBC, I was in chemistry, lecture thing, German, math, and philosophy. 2. If a tree falls down in the middle of the woods on a Tuesday with no one around while a train going at 25 miles an hour is trying to reach house stand, based on this, do you assume the glass is half full or half empty? The glass was a dream. Inception. Danny Fish 879 asks, what is love? Basically a chemical meant for people to not go insane. That's not, like, I think it's ironically jaded, but my impression of a lot of things like media is basically a way to stave off insanity for the century it takes for you to decay and die. I don't know. Insane people aren't good cooking. Well, I guess they might be good cooking. I don't think it would affect it. Let's move on, shall we? What is your favorite Nintendo character? Asks DannyFish879. This actually isn't ironic, even though it sounds a lot like it is. Or not ironic, sarcastic. Sheesh. Don't know words. That's a tough one. I like Yoshi and Wario and stuff from Mario series, and Meowth is the best Pokemon, but it's hard to choose. Have you ever played Mario Forever? No. Is that like kind of Mario Forever? Aside from the finishing up of a few projects and some stream LPs, will you ever LP like in the days of old A? Or with the LP crew? I'm gonna assume by the days of old A you mean low quality stuff pumped out to the max, and I hope not. And with the LP crew, probably. Do you like the name Cunnilingus? It sounds a little bit like Cunnilingus, which is a little amusing, but I don't think that was intentional, so... Also, I wouldn't have liked it too much if it was like that, but... it's not great. Do you still play video games off in college? Why wouldn't I? Where's Ice now? Where he last left him? Is Robot Unicorn Attack an amazing game in your opinion? It's not really amazing. It's pretty good. Adult Swim's good at capitalizing on what's popular, and it was pretty amusing for what I played. Have you met any potential girlfriends off in college? Oh, that was by AJ. Don't have two people who don't know how to use the enter key at once. Confungless and the video games in Ice Now were all by AJ Cologne 4, and so is Robot Unicorn Attack, and was Have You Met Any Potential Girlfriends off in college, and that's sort of hard to answer. None that I'm considering right now, for whatever that's worth. How did you start your LPing career? I've already said that. Ask Mario Masters 1, and also a comment from Warlight asks, this is probably very rude of me to say, but your recent future LPs, can I expect your friends to be there? I will come right out and say that I generally don't like them, which is a shame, as there is nothing wrong with you as a person. Also, I realize this became much more than a question, but I would still like to see your response. Like, what is with you guys? Like, it's not really a secret that you don't like some of my friends, but you're really sort of douches about it. Like, this wasn't so bad as when Chibi was just calling me on it, but Chibi is Chibi, I guess. But, considering it's more work for me, wouldn't expect too many of the LP crew to show up. I think the LP crew banded mostly so we could ironically say LP crew because it sounds funny. I need to stop saying ironically too much, it's lost all meaning. But I think this was less controversial than you thought it was. I'm used to people being mean to my friends, don't worry about it. Radiation Cat asks, question, why have you not done an LP involving Cthulhu? That's my answer to that. Radiation Cat also asks, question, does your college use trimesters and what is your opinion on said trimesters? I First, this guy's name is Radiation Cat, which is a pretty good name. And second, this is in all caps, and it just amused me for some reason. I don't think it amused me this much when I first read it, so it might just be a sleep high, but no, we don't use trimesters, we use semesters. But trimesters are interesting. I feel like that might make things rushed a little more, but they also might make them more efficient. I'd have to look at some results on, like, how many deaths are caused by people who use trimester system before I can really say if they're as good or not. I don't know. Green Dragon 717 asks, have you figured out how you're going to go out with a bang by the time you read this? I literally have no idea how I plan on literally going out, because the internet has been a part of my life for a long time, and I don't really know what I would do if I didn't spend too much time on it. Boti Balint says, if you would be a Pokemon, which one would you be? Mewtwo. Meowth is my favorite Pokemon probably, but Mewtwo would be the most effective one to be. Uh, NHMLLR725 asks, so if work is equal to kinetic energy, anyone would agree with this. Really? Um, uh, I, I'm not, I don't know. I'm not good at physics. Then FD, where D is not the derivative but change in distance, equals 1 half mv squared, then md equations, 1 equals 1 half. How can you account for this? You did something wrong there, but I'm not a physicist, so I can't tell you what. And also, YouTube comments aren't really the best place to uh, deal with this, but by the fact that 1 is not equal to 1 half, and things involving force and energy do not break all the time, I'm going to go out and say that you did like some secret dividing by zero or misdistributing or something to get that answer. 3 questions. 1. What happened with Bumble and the Mountains of Radness? 2. Why is Matt a dick? 3. Why does everyone hate Leo? Asks 2 add slut 12. Bumble bumbled. I don't think she was really into the whole LP stuff quite as much as the rest of the LP crew, because she sort of just accidentally got sucked into it for having a extra X chromosome. Or not extra. I keep saying that, it sounds like I'm saying people are super retarded or whatever. Was a girl, and that just wasn't a stable way to keep friendships flowing, and it collapsed on itself. Matt isn't a dick, he just sort of acts like it on the internet to joke around, and most people don't get it and get really upset and butthurt. Um, he's definitely a nice guy in real life, and he's really not that bad on the internet either. It's just people don't like. They're afraid of him. He's basically the Rorschach of Let's Play. And everyone doesn't hate Leo. Slowbeef had a bad day when he Let's Prayed the Wii Sports Resort, and that was just because Leo was being a big slut doing something release day. It wasn't a personal attack. Well, he did a personal attack on him, but that was sort of uncalled for. Orange Striped Yoshi asks, can you let's play Donkey Kong 64? That is something that has frightened me since the beginning, because I did start out with the other 2 big, rare platform adventure games. Maybe. Don't get your hopes up, but maybe. Do you have a girlfriend? No. 3. Is your name really Sebastian? Yes. 12 add slut 12 asks one more question. Why is Slicky Rider answering everyone's questions? Because he is 13 years old and doesn't know very much right now. Yeah, I removed some of the offending things, but he had answered some of the questions, one of which with like to the do you have a girlfriend thing, by telling them to look up the Facebook of the full name of a girl I was sort of going out with for a little bit and then didn't, and haven't really wanted to talk about it, and cause of dramas and stuff. And somehow my bitchiness didn't get the point across that things weren't really going well. And I don't really think posting the full name of one of my real life friends to my YouTube account and telling them to go look up their Facebook would be really warranted in any circumstance. But he's 13, and I think that's hopefully large. I mean, most people aren't very smart at all. I'm not gonna lie. But he has time to change. That's why he's answering everyone's questions. Ad slut. Also, your name is Ad Stut, and I can see that from here, but funnier this way. Super Guy 111 asks, "What is your DNA so I can clone you and make thousands of slaves to take over the Gakali?" That was moderately amusing for a dumb question. Good work. Speed Stack Mate Suck asks, sorry, Speed Stacking Mates UK asks, "When's your birthday? How many brothers or sisters do you have?" My birthday is December 1st, and I have one sister. She is too little to do anything right now. I mean, literally anything. That sounds weird because not everyone is really weird like I am, but she's 12 and isn't terribly interesting. Sorry, but it's true. Not really that many people at all are very interesting for whatever that's worth. I guess by living with me most of her life, she has to be a little bit more interesting than most people, but nothing that would concern my fans. Speed Stacking Mates UK asks, "Whoops, forgot to ask what do you look like?" I've had a link to my Facebook, which has a picture of me, multiple pictures of me, on my YouTube account homepage for the last, I want to say at least 6 months. So yeah. Colts Fan 62 asks, "Alright, here's my question. What does pea spoons mean?" This was spelled PEA spoons. I don't know, but I imagine it's a lot more wholesome than whatever pea spoons means. Dannyfish879 asks, "What is the greatest thing you've ever smelt?" Uh, ooh, the electroplankton manual smells really good. And that's it. Join me for my next installment in the exciting Askaculars. Can't think of any event I would do it for next, but at least I'm actually doing things with my life now, so people will have a reason to ask more questions of me. Maybe expect one in the summer, spring break, I don't really know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the dumb stuff I've had in the background of this ranting for, wow, an hour, not really ranting, question answering, for an hour has entertained you, and Semper Games.